middle of that corner. Not really seeing that so far in these ruts down there in the Bermuda Triangle. Take a look at the beach. That beach is absolutely a mess, dude. That thing is brutal.
What was a berm is now a hillside. We're off and rolling. The gate's down. Is that the number 80?
Jeremiah Willoughby out of Byers, Colorado with the hole shot. I'm not sure if he got the hole shot, but he now has the lead. They were side by side as they came across that line. But I can promise you he took command of the lead by that second turn, the number 80 machine. Look at that group, Mikey. That I see 6 wide through the 10 commandments right there. Absolutely incredible. We talk about needing position. This is one of those classes, that 125C. All of these guys, 12 to 17, pretty experienced. They're coming off of super minis. Not that big a difference between a super mini and a real 125. A few horsepower, and of course the wheels. But I gotta tell you, man, it's going to be a real battle for some of these riders as they try to get position back lost on the start. These 125s are so evenly matched.
Right.
You just can't twist the throttle and make up time.
And one kid that has been flexing on his 125 for about a year straight now is Casey Cochran. I did not see him. He was way, if I saw what I saw, I think he's buried.
And you know, I hate to hear that because there's been a couple seasons now, just 1 or 2 small issues really plaguing Casey, and some big key issues in some conditions, rather. The rider having issues right there is what I was referring to on the track. Picking that thing back up and on 2 wheels. But back to Casey Cochran, just needs to get back in that, I don't want to say ritual or routine, but just needs to get back into that mindset. Yeah, that positive mindset, and I believe that's the only thing we're really lacking right now.
He is mid-pack right there, probably about 20th place right now. Casey Cochran, the perennial favorite, he absolutely mopped the floor at Mammoth, and I know he did the same thing at Minio, so yeah, he's got a long road to hoe, as they say.
And look at this, Logan Best out front. That's bad news for the majority of this field right now. The number 6 machine out front early. He has clean air. He's got clean vision. And it's going to be extremely easy for Logan to take control of this racetrack.
Yeah, I agree. Logan Best probably would love to say he's as fast as Casey Cochran. And sometimes he is, sometimes he's not. So we'll see how this thing all shakes down. The who's who of 125 riders in America right now, Logan Best on that Yamaha, looking strong right now. That's a best case scenario for Logan Best to have the issues with even Landon Peppered back there in 16th. So just a who's who of riders. Geez, Colin Allen on the number 2 comes Revan Gordon, Luke Fowler, all outside of the top 5. So long way to go here. That's the number 17 of Clark Robbins on the KTM. So this is working out beautifully for Logan Best on the number 6 Yamaha ride. Now it's off. So our leaders now working on their second lap, Mikey Wayans, and this traditionally is one of the most competitive races we have here. This schoolboy 125 class is one of my favorite races of the year here at Loretta Lynn.
Well, like you guys were saying, the names are stacked. You look outside of the top 5 and you've still got huge names back there trying to make their mark, trying to get up there in the competition with things. And right now, Logan Best, the guy out front, ringing out the old Yamaha there. When he clocked in after 1, he had about a 2-second gap. Let's see what he's got. Runs a 2-minute flat. And, hey, Clark Robbins still kind of with him. About a second and a half back.
And there is the 66 of Casey Cochran. I got him coming through in 13th. He's right here. And he's got a murderer's row of guys that he's going to have to fight through. It's not like you're at a local race. You're looking at the 3 or 4 best dudes from every region in America. So good luck with that.
Yeah, when you say that, take a look at those lap times. 2:00, 2:00, 2:01. Everybody's running within a second and a second and a half of each other. The problem is that's a lot of real estate, Kevin Kelly.
Sure.
That's the neighbor's yard. You know,
100%.
for sure.
Yeah, so watch Landon Peppered on the 37 gas and Casey Cochran as they kind of work their way through. There's Casey on the 66 machine. Our first look at him, the Fox ride there as he is trying to make something happen there on his Husqvarna. But there's a lot of dudes right in front of him.
And you see he's sitting on that 2:00, and the guys in front of him, 2:03, 2:12, 2:03, 2:04. That guy's anywhere from 3 to 10 seconds quicker than the guys ahead of him. He needs to make no mistakes and doesn't want to have any altercations with any of you guys. Be patient.
Yeah,
work your way around.
Take a deep breath here. You can throw it away. You can ruin your whole week right here if you just
absolutely
get a little caught up in the moment.
Oh, we've seen it this morning already early in the day, Mikey. We've seen some heartbreakers.
Race,
Yeah, very first race. Yeah, we've seen some heartbreakers. Casey's been here. He's got a lot of experience. He's mature beyond his years. And I can assure you this, he's going to put himself into championship contention. He'll get up in there far enough.
Top 5 would be a huge accomplishment.
He'll get up there far enough that he'll still be in contention.
Barring any unforeseen problems as we follow along with the 66 of Casey Cochran. All the while, Logan Best, consistent with his 2-minute lap times there. Luke Falls are the quickest, though, on lap number 2, a 2-minute just about flat, 2-minute 0.3 second. They're all about in that 2-minute range. So we're watching the progress there on screen of Casey Cochran. He's got 5 riders right in front of him. He's right in front of us, guys. He's going to be okay.
Oh, he absolutely will. You mentioned Fowler. Fowler, one of the kids that I watched grow up, literally right down the road, and went from a smaller kid, starting to get some real good size. Natural speed, and what's coming with Fowler right now is the racecraft. That's what's really coming with him. And he's young. They didn't even ride super mini.
Sure.
So they're straight in, so they're going all the way. So pretty good ride for him right now as he moves himself into the 4th place.
Landon Peppard has jumped up to 9th. And he has moved a little bit away from Casey Cochran. So Peppard, the hired gun for the Gas team. He's from Alaska. His dad's a bushwhacker. They fly the planes around. They kill big, huge, big game animals. So he's an interesting kid.
They sent us the salmon and stuff last year, the tray.
Right. Yep, he sure did. Oh, and Peppard just about loses the front end. Casey Cochran's parents have an interesting story. His dad is a member of Top Gun. He went through the Top Gun school, and the whole movie you just saw, he goes, I have flown that mission. He goes, when you see the movie, come talk to me, Doug Cochran. So, Doug, I'm going to bend your ear later on because I want to hear about that. I was fascinated with the movie. His wife was a F-18 mechanic. That's where they met on the flight deck of a carrier. So
what you're saying is he knows a thing or two about going fast.
Correct. Not afraid.
Preparation. Preparation. Yeah.
And what was it? What were all those words we went through earlier?
I heard you guys saying that.
Very cool.
And there's a look at Landon Peppard. He's a feisty little guy himself. I like that kid. There's Cochran just behind him, a couple steps back. So the push is going to be coming from all those kids. Revan Gordon goes good. Peppard goes great. Blecka, Colin Allen. He's got the number 2 on that bike for a reason. He is the returning 2nd place finisher from last year. There's some bad dudes out on this racetrack.
Explain something to me, Kevin Kelly. When we have these quick lap times like this, these 150, 62 minutes, how does it go that fast? We are 7.5 minutes into this thing already. It's like, I thought we were a lap and a half into it. Here we go. We're on lap 4.
They are just banging them out.
We're clicking off lap 4 here in 1 second, dude. That is incredible.
Just the racing is fantastic. There's Cochran now. He's working on, looks like the 57, or the 97 of Noah Stevens. So the kid we need to talk about is Landon Peppard. He's moving, boys.
Wow. No question. Fowler still hanging in. Robbins turns a good lap. Actually, Robbins made a mistake that time. 2:04 allowed Fowler to close the gap up just a bit. Colin Allen, look at that guy. That guy's a scrapper, and he wears number 2 for a reason.
Absolutely. There's Colin Allen, the Cookie Monster, on the number 2 on that EBR Yamaha ride out of Texas.
Heck yeah.
Colin Allen on screen right there, the number 2 Yamaha.
All those EBR kids, I believe, had the custom helmets. It's so cool what the teams all do for their guys now. Like it used to be you just show up, you're on your own program. Now it's team orders. We have team meals. We have team this, team that, team uniforms, the whole deal.
Listen, me and Kevin first come down the ranch. Man, you had O'Neill gloves.
You
pump
had sprayer and a flathead screwdriver.
Had Cinesalo pants, Axo jersey. Nothing matched, dude. Yeah.
My brother had one set of gear in 93. To get us through the whole week. Rode with 125C in the 500 class.
Washington Creek.
15. Absolutely. We
Washington
jumped the creek. We stayed in Dixon, had to go back and forth.
Yeah.
And had a Ranger, no tent, no easy up, no
Love
pressure washer, nothing. Just a pump sprayer. And literally I had a gallon to get me through the day.
Right.
Scraped that mud off with a flat head.
Love that story, dude. That's what it's all about down here.
You had me at the Danger Ranger.
And you know the reason the track looks this good, and all these guys are wearing custom uniforms and all that, because guys like that,
come
trailblazers on the backs of all us losers.
Come down here and made it happen.
That is a 5-way battle. What a great battle. Like Casey Cochran at the tail end of that one.
Wow.
Oh, he was.
Yeah. He's got the 97 of Stevens behind him now. And they worked their way to the center point of the racetrack. Pepper just ahead of all those guys on the red gas. You can pick Pepper up here on the right-handed sweeper. Cochran has gone blow for blow. They have traded punches. He'll try to split these two guys right here. And he'll make that happen. He's got Peppered again on his radar. Man, got the missile lock, if you will. Pardon the pun, Doug Cochran, but take the shot. It's no good, Goose. Come on. So Peppered and Cochran running through this field, up and over the Tunnel of Love, heading towards the billboards. That's the race we're watching as they work their way towards the end of this moto.
So we were talking about a top 5. Now all of a sudden, look at Casey Cochran sitting in that 7th position. Logan Best just doing what Logan Best does, man, putting in really good laps. And that's a comfortable lead, not a huge lead, not a tremendous lead, but 4.3 seconds, he can swap one time.
Yes.
You know, he can blow a berm one time, and he's got this thing in race management mode right now. Just about 9 minutes to go, and I can tell you, he can handle pressure as good as anybody out there for sure.
Yeah, he's on that bike and that team for a reason. They love what he's all about. Logan Best is fantastic. Some of these kids just blossom at different times in their career. Like some of the guys, you're like, he was not a phenom, he wasn't this or that on an 80, but when they get on the big bike, it's a different ballgame. Landon Pepper may be that guy. Pepper was a solid top 7, 8, 5 guy, but now you'll see him. He's probably going to approach that podium by the time this is all said and done, and he's going to drag Cochran with him.
Quick story, Anthony, the ranch manager here, was in Morgantown as a child. 10, 12, 13 years old, he could not ride a mini bike. Bless his heart, he could not ride an 85.
Sure.
As soon as he got on a 250F, the guy was on fire. He's blowing by me and Alan like we're standing still and stuff in 6 months' time. You know, bike change, all it took.
Yeah, no idea why that happens. Everybody just hits their peaks at different times.
And it's just a bummer because some of them hit that peak at 4 and stay with it.
I'm trying to
Those are the oddities.
I've not hit a peak yet.
It's coming.
Still
I feel
waiting.
it for you, man. I'm rooting for you.
Our leader coming into the finish line, turning the blue Yamaha, the number 6 on the plates. That is Logan Best. He's having it like if you scripted a moto, this is how you do it. Make your competition finish way behind you, make them battle and exhaust themselves. And Cochran has gotten around Peppered. So finally, he has followed that guy. He's been a fullback. He has been punching holes for Casey Cochran all through this field, and they are coming.
Yeah, so if you're Logan Best, you set the fastest lap on lap number 4.
And look at your boy Falls are at 3rd now, dude.
After getting the whole shot. So, yeah, that's pretty much an ideal race for Best. So you set the fastest lap, you lead from the start, you open up about a 5-second lead, and that's about as good a scenario as it gets if it rolls that way to the end. Like you said, Fowles are able to put himself in the number 3 position. Let me tell you something. He's that guy. Like I said, he was super fast on little bikes, but now he's a real player on the big bikes.
Settled in for
sure. I'm pumped to see that because folks are great people, man. Love the Fowlesers.
There's our leader, the number 6, Logan Best. He has handled business from the drop of the gate. And as they say, the cream literally has risen to the top here as Peppered and all the boys have came through from Cochran was literally in the 20s.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
No question. He was mired. We couldn't even actually find him because there's lots of Huskies out there, lots of white machines, blue machines. And to put himself in this position in a matter of 5 laps, because it took him a lap to get rolling, and then, man, it was on. You know what I really like about Logan Best? Watch his social media. Watch his training videos. It's like he's here. The bottom line is it's race conditions for him every time.
I like it.
There's no, yeah, absolutely. You take a look at any of his videos.
Yeah, all you guys that are hunting smooth tracks and a nice, cool Thursday night practice, you're doing yourself a disservice. We do it at 95 plus degrees. This track is beat. So you need to go, like we used to tell all our guys, like, hey, come after our big race. That Monday, we'll leave it rough. You go out there and just sweat to the oldies, man. And that's where you'll earn these positions. There's Logan Best, and he's doing it right now.
Man, just powering through the beach, Kevin. You know, feet up, gripping that bike. And take a look at our favorite corner of the Bermuda Triangle right now, Kevin. It is chopped up, going down into the bottom. It is absolutely sick.
I believe Casey Cochran and Landon Peppered have a shot at a top 3. That's 5th and 6th. They've got Colin Allen directly ahead of him. They may have gotten Colin. I don't see Colin now. Yeah, they've gotten Colin Allen, so they are now 5th and 6th. So these dudes are still moving. And this is when you really can see who's done their homework. Yeah. Deep in a moto like this.
Yep. We talk about survival. We talk about suffering. And this is where it's at right now. You're suffering. We're 14, 15 minutes in right now at 90-plus degrees. So at full race pace, championship race pace.
Man, what a fantastic ride for both Casey Cochran and Landon Peppered. They are catapulting themselves into an actual championship contention now. When you're talking 3rds and 4ths, you're getting things done. Cochran now almost comes to the blow. He gets around Clark Robbins just like that.
Yep.
He wastes no time.
That was James Stewart style. Passed him where he came to him. Didn't set him up. Didn't look for a line. Took the other line. Went around him.
Carried it right to him. All right, so Cochran immediately sets his sights on the rider right in front of him now, and it's going to be Falzer who's going to have to deal with Casey Cochran now.
Yeah, it'll be a scrap here, no doubt about that. Falzer pretty defensive, carries some good speed, but Cochran right now has the mojo, has the momentum. He's on a mission.
Split him again.
He's going to be in fourth by the time he gets here. He's going to be in third, excuse me.
Mistake by JJ right there, the number 80 KTM.
Wow, I believe you're right.
Yeah, had a little bobble, and here he is, right on Falzer. So I guess Falzer and Casey Cochran both get around JJ.
I believe you're right. As we watch that battle, the KTM, that is Luke Falzer, Casey Cochran on the white Husqvarna.
So this is for second.
Yeah, correct.
This is for
second.
Now. Oh, here we come down the beach.
On the inside. Oh, it's so rough. It is so rough there. Falzer able to hang on. So not sure about the two lap car. There's Logan Best. And there is that battle just raging on.
As soon as that turns 8, we should have the 2-lap card out.
And that is for second. There is second, third.
Yep.
It's going to be Falzer, and Cochran going to work his way around the outside. That is the long way around. Can he do it and race him to the apex of this left-hander?
On the rear fender, Cochran lets it hang out, takes possession of the inside line. Falzer tries to go outside. Can he defend? No. Cochran on a mission into that number 2 position. And look at this. When we take a look at timing and scoring, a 13.5-second gap for Logan Best. The battle between Falzer, Cochran, the battle between Cochran and the field.
Everybody's got
has allowed Logan Best to take off. And I do have to give a shout-out to Thor Powell right there. I believe he was like 25th place.
Good call.
After lap number 1. Man, there he is in that number 14 position already.
And tough break for your boy Willoughby. He slips all the way back to 9th, so something must have happened. He was second on that lap. Oh, there's Falzer now. It doesn't get any easier, Luke Falzer, because now you're going to have to deal with the number 37 of Landon Peppard, who's not going to be outdone by Casey Cochran. He wants a podium spot.
Meanwhile, there's Logie Bear doing his thing out front, hitting his marks, clean air. Another day at the office.
Just all the cliches you can run out there, right?
Exactly.
Throwing all the cliches at him, man. He's got a 5-pitch cliche. Here comes the curve, the slider, the changeup.
Oh, I told you guys will get along swimmingly. Swimmingly. Okay.
We're going to have bunk beds in here. We'll have them built by the end of the night.
Yeah, we're going to do activities in here.
Do I hear power tools?
I see karate in the basement tonight.
Without a doubt. It's on.
Catalina wine mixer coming up. There's the yellow flag. That is just the absolute nastiest straightaway.
Okay.
I think he was aware of
death.
He had it under control. That's why he's just a pro's pro. He's not a pro.
That's why he has a 13.5-second gap.
Yeah, we're all freaking out. It's like, hey, I got this. Y'all calm down.
He's like, calm down.
Calm down. All right, so he'll come around the big Polysport sweeper here. And Logan Best on his way. I believe the 2-lap board is out.
Yeah, we should be getting white flag here.
Did Peppard get
I'll tell you. Here comes Cochran and nope, not yet. He is working on him, though. He might get the same pass. Oh, the lap rider has to change up the line there. He's going to try to sweep around the outside. No doing there.
Man, that was a swap by that lap rider.
The billboard's there. Logan Best looking for where they might put his portrait up there at some point in his career. Maybe right there at the end. He looks over, spots his mechanic.
He says, right there.
He said, right there.
Right there.
Kevin
looks good
Kelly,
to me, bro.
He said, right there.
He's got Bob Ross working on that portrait right as we speak here. Happy little red hair for Logan Best there.
Happy hair.
You can't just put one there. You got to have lots of little hair for Logie there. Heading towards the 10 Commandments, that's where you're going to pick up your leader. I mean, this has been a flawless run for Logan Best. Of course, I don't like to count your chickens.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
We know how this works.
Yep, for sure.
Unless you're Mike Brown, you have a 98-second lead. You can crash a couple times, go in for a burger, and still win the thing.
Rodney Tomlin almost got beat up by Chad Wienan's dad because he put a jinx on him.
Oh, yes.
One day. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Oh, no.
That happens more than you think. Like, as announcers, you guys know. Like, man, this guy's having his best day here. It's like, bloom, he goes down. You're like,
oh, yeah, Pops Wienan was coming at Rod. Hey, I did not put a jinx. I did not break the chain.
Perfect day here. You can't stop this. Oh, and he goes down.
You remember the last time we were here, there hasn't been a breakdown since his chain broke.
Oh, no.
And Pops Wienan went crazy. It changes the championship and stuff. Oh, it was nuts.
Son of a gun.
A son of a gun.
Son of a gun. The big sweeper there one more time. How tired are these guys? I try to explain when I'm watching this back at the fire station. They're like, how hard is this? I'm like, dude, get in the squat position. I'm going to give you this 45-pound bar.
And you just bounce.
We're going to wrestle for the next 20 minutes. You just push, pull, lean back, just stay in that squat position, and I won't let you go until we're done with it. 20 minutes. It's exhausting.
It'd be basically the same as just grabbing that hose in full gear and running for 3-4 blocks.
Tiring, super exhausting.
Thing, right?
They're much better athletes than I am, for sure. All right, just a handful of seconds to remain as Logan Best will grab this. There he is. He is pumped. The Monster Energy Yamaha ride will take that machine right to the top step of the podium. But, man, honorable mention for these two guys here.
Absolutely.
Falzer, hold off. There's Cochran, and Pepper got Falzer at the finish.
Look at that great move by Pepper. Yeah, on the gas, thinking right there.
Hey, you know how important at one point can be, man.
Set it up. And that was a great move. And, hey, props to Falzer. You know what I mean? Finishing fourth right there. Noah Stevens able to hold on to that 5. Clark Robbins is where we're calling that bubble for this championship contention. You need it needs to be your worst finish to that 5-6 area right there, and then hope for some help.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Man, that is I am tired of watching these guys get after it. Well done. Congratulations go out to Logan Best as a wire-to-wire win for him. The NSA Yamaha ride. Grab yourself a congratulatory sip of water, Logan Best. Talk to Donnie Luce. Tell him to hand that wallet over. I need some Yamaha contingency, my man. And we'll call this moto done, folks, and we're going to toss it down to, unfortunately, Jason Wygant.
Man, he doesn't look that worse for wear, considering a nice, strong 20-minute moto and a strong pace to the end. Bringing some retro touches when I see a number 6 on a Yamaha up front. Let's hand the gold medal in our first 125 moto to Logan Best. All right, moving up to the bigger motorcycles this year is Logan Best and still winning. First of all, a lot of people were excited. Yamaha came out with a new 125 this year. How's the bike?
Well, amazing. Yeah. We worked really hard to get it right, and we worked really hard to, get it up here. So, JMS builds an amazing motor, and Donnie sending us parts to make sure everything's right. So, I just can't thank them enough.
How'd that moto go for you?
Went good. Got a really good start. Swanee and Matt, and the other Matt, helped me pick a gate. So, it was just amazing.
Who do you want to thank?
My mom and dad, the whole NSA Rock River Yamaha team, Danny, Ed, Cole, Jake, Donnie, everyone over there, they're amazing. Monster Army, Bell helmets, 100% goggles, Moose Racing gear, Asterisk knee braces, Alpine Star boots, Swanee, SKDA, JMS Motors, Enzo Suspension, SOB, they're amazing. And just everyone, thank you so much.
There it is. Logan Best takes the moto win. All right. And we'll look for Casey Cochran, who ended up with a comeback ride for second in that one. Yeah, from way back to a silver medal. It's a great ride. Let's hear it for the 66, Casey Cochran. These kids are worn out. Man, you were way back. Was it the bad gate pick, or what happened early on in that one? Because you had some work to do.
So I got off to a pretty decent start. Holy.
There you go.
I'm dizzy, dude. Got off to a pretty good start, and then just collected with another rider off that roller. I don't know what happened. I jumped inside, he jumped outside, a racing incident. It is what it is. And in that moment, I thought it was over. I was like, well, we'll come back for the next one, but I put my head down, tried to make passes, and then I saw Grizz put 8th on the pit board, and I was like, that's pretty dang good. And then I never saw halfway, so I felt like I was riding out there forever, but it was a good moto. Just charged through the pack. Saw P3, saw P2, and then just cruised it in. I was whooped out there.
That's amazing. Good ride. Who do you want to thank, Casey?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe out there, Husqvarna Motorcycles, Vision Wheel, Dunlop Tires, Monster Army, Holden Baker, Mike Brown, Baker Factory, Factory Connection, power band suspension, on-track school, Fox Racing, VP Fuels, and everyone out there who supports me. I appreciate it.
All right, that's a heck of an effort. Let's hear it for Casey Cochran. Hold on, I got to go grab our whole shot winner, too. I'm just trying to figure out the whole shot in this moto. In the meantime, let's give out a bronze medal. He's already there getting ready for it. Made this one happen on the last lap. Let's hear the 37, Landon Peppered. Yeah. Takes a village. All right, Landon. Good run there for third. Looks like you had to work for it. Was late in the race when you got that spot.
Yeah, got a horrible start, and I think I was like 33rd or something. It was bad. But I just fought the whole moto, tried to be consistent and smooth and not freak out and panic. And I got to fourth. I saw P4 on the board on the 2-lap card. And it was the last lap, and then I said, all right, this is my only chance for the championship. So I sprinted as hard as I could and got him on the last lap and rode her home.
All right, that's an awesome ride. Who do you want to thank?
I want to thank Fox, 100%, Gas, Monster, my mom, my dad. Wouldn't be anywhere without them. The Lord Jesus Christ wouldn't be, none of us would be here without him. Daniel, Blair, he's been helping me since OB Camp and Redbud. The whole Gas team and everybody else, thank you.
All right, great job. He's third. Let's hear it for Landon Peppered. All right, that's a wrap on 125.